So since the last video I've been experimenting a bit with capacitors. I parallel these up with another 12 microfarad one which I took off this motor here, which I've got spare lying around for another project for a rainy day, and it seems to like that a lot better. So I think, looking around online, I'm going to get a bigger capacitor than just the 5 which I had in the last video. I'll work it out and then I'll get one ordered. Also, as mentioned in the last video, I have received my new switch from Lithuania. This is a Santon. It's not the original one. It's a dual pole 4th throw, I guess. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, this will do nicely. I can get this to work. I might add a lamp to this so I can get it so I can do grinder on, off, and grinder on with lamp, and then off again at the bottom. And I can do those on the 2 circuits. But yeah, this fits. It's got the same style knob as the my other grinder, so yeah, it'll look quite good. It fits in there quite nicely. So just gonna start taking this all apart, same as I've done before, and let's see how we go. I suppose I should just stop struggling with metric spanners and get some imperial ones. I'm really not a fan of this sort of 3-bolt design. I'd much rather, like on my other one, where you have each end cap bolted on separately. But yeah, hey ho. I'm wondering if there's enough meat on this central section to tap in and then bolt it in. We'll see. So now we've got everything loosened off again, we should be able to just tap either end of the shaft through and it'll pop the other side cap off. So let's give that a go. And we go the other way. There we go. So it is bearinged and bushed, and by the looks of it, focus, these are right worn out. So yeah, if I yeah, these are knackered. So at least we can order some new ones of these. And the bearings do have the markings on the outside. I'll have to get my puller to get those off. I was just about to say I've upgraded to a bigger hammer to tap this out, and I've noticed that this actually has a couple of bearing retaining screws. So that's what... Ooh. You always look before you go in and hammer the crap out of something. Well, I'm trying to keep it in frame. Doing a pretty terrible job. There we go. Ta-da! So it looks like this this retaining plate is missing on this side, or it just never had one. Kind of hard to tell at this point. Maybe it's asymmetric. Yeah. Well, core of the motor doesn't look too bad. That was easy. Oh no. So this side doesn't have that retaining plate. I'm guessing it's so you can set the correct depth in and out of the main housing here. Sorry, my motor terminology is a bit rusty, a bit like the inside of this. And it looks like these have also been filled with grease, even though, imagine being a bronze bushing that goes on the inside here, it should be oil. Yeah, it's got felt, there's a felt seal in there. Yeah. So yeah, that should be oil rather than grease. But we can clean all that out. And I've got some new oil fittings. Be interesting to see actually if I could machine part of this away on the on my milling machine, or I'll get it back together in my lathe, and replace these with a more modern lip seal, shaft lip seal. Just interesting to see if this inner dimension here is anything useful that would line up with a stock part. So that would save faffing around with these felt seals. Right. So there's a lot of potting in here, and a lot of paint actually. It's not resin, it's paint. But I guess it did the trick. It's still all together. Same on this side. I'm not going to do the same trick of replacing the wiring as much as I can on this one. The wiring in here looks quite good, even though, well, it's not copper, but it's still quite good. The insulation on it hasn't broken down yet. So yeah, we'll just leave that as is. It's not the most ideal way, but I'm hoping if I'm careful, these rivets should, yeah, there we go, just pop out. With any luck, they've been rattled around in there for long enough. So yeah, there we go, all done. I'll do the same to this nameplate as I did the other one. I won't bother keeping the rivets, I'll just use a bit of copper wire, heavy copper wire, to fix it back in when I'm done. It's a shame that this number got stamped up here. Don't think there's any way really I can get around that. Annoyingly, it didn't come with the switch plate, but I think I'm going to CAD up a new one and have it 3D printed. You can get some pretty good 3D prints now, and they'll go down really thin. So I'll get it printed and then paint it up to make it look like a brass plaque. Shouldn't be too difficult. There we go. It's all as apart as it's going to get at the moment. And then when I'm ready for it, I'll get the wire wheels and the paint stripper out to this and start cleaning everything up. I think this is the original paint colour. I can't see anything else anywhere else on it, even on this main central bit where the stand was. This paint colour persists under there as well, unless someone did a really good job of repainting it a while ago. But I'm not really the huge fan of this hammer green, hammerite by the looks of it. So I'm going to go paint it the same colour as the other one, and it will match quite nicely. And I think that's going to become the recurring theme for my workshop. As you can see over here, the bench shear I restored is in the same sort of light grey. Yeah, excuse the mess, multiple projects and all. The milling machine, that's what I had the paint matched to. Took a panel this down the, I think it was this panel. Took this down to the local paint shop and had them match this colour to that. It's about as close as it's going to get. I think it's a standard RAL colour. But yeah, I quite like this light grey, and it brings a bit of light to the workshop. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.